What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So, Mortal Kombat characters that did not show up in Mortal Kombat 11. I did this little thing back in the day before Mortal Kombat 11 came out. Which role a character will play in Mortal Kombat, or just what will their story be like, or chapter would be like in said game. Now, we all know Mortal Kombat came, gave us some DLC, gave us Aftermath, and I don't think there's anything else after that besides Combat Pack 2. But that does not mean we can't talk about certain characters that should have been in the game and where they would have fit into all of this madness that is Mortal Kombat 11 and 10 and 9. So today I decided I wanted to keep that series going and started back up with Nitara. See, Nitara came from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, which is the 5th installment in Mortal Kombat. It was in 3D. It was the second game they had in 3D. Mortal Kombat 4 wasn't that great, but Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance did do great with it. They had better graphics, better hand-to-hand combat, well, kind of, sort of. And they gave us a new, new way to play where you had two fighting styles and a weapon. And Nitara is very unique due to the fact that she is the only vampire in the Mortal Kombat series as of right now. There was supposed to be two. There was supposed to be Nitara and a male vampire, but thanks to, I guess creating ideas or creative, they decided to scrap one and keep the other, and it happens to be the sexy vampire Nitara. Now, her story goes like this before I, tell y'all where she belongs in the story. She is from a realm full of vampires, and Shao Kahn took over just like he does every other realm and merged it with Outworld just like every other realm. And she's been trying to set her people free and her realm free for ages. Now in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, she got that wish. I'm keeping that in the video, guys. I'm keeping that in the video. That was a blooper, but keep that there. But like I was saying, though, can't talk today. But as I was saying, she got her wish, but she had to use certain people to get it. And that was Cyrax. Cyrax jumped into the molten lava, got the little orb, which was in the same, lava shrine as the dragon egg where Onaga's dragon egg was being held. So he went down in the pit, got the orb, broke the orb, sent her home. He got sent back to Earthrealm. Everybody wins. But new timeline, it's not going to turn out that way, as in this timeline, something else happens. And we don't get to see her. We don't know what the hell happened. We don't know if her realm's been merged with Outworld. I'm going to sit here and say, yeah, it was merged with Outworld, just like how the Kaitan or Devora's group was merged. So we can sit there and say it happened during that time. Now, where will she pop up? She'll pop up in between the comic books of Mortal Kombat X, and I would say Mortal Kombat 11. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to put her there. So how things would have been is she finds out that there's an orb that's in Shao Kahn's fortress, which is in his trophy room, just like all his other trophies, that holds the key for her realm to be set free. Now, that's a rumor that was going around our world, and her people can't got a hold of that knowledge, and she decided to go to the fortress and find this orb. So she infiltrates the fortress that Shao Kahn stays in, and she gets ambushed. Come to find out, Shao Kahn's been dead for a while. Mileena Khan's taken over. It's around that time. So as she's ambushed by Mileena and her Tarkatan forces and other people, she tells Nitara, here, look, I'll let your people go if you do one thing for me. And Nitara will say, name it, anything, and I'll do it. She says, I'll set your people free as long as you fight for me. And she agreed to it. She was like, fine, whatever. Just give me the orb and I'll do it. Now, as Nitara was trying to reach for the orb, she says, no. We're going to do what I want first. You're going to fight for me first. Then I'm going to set your people go. And deep down inside, Mileena is not really going to do that. She is Shao Kahn's daughter. So she's learned from the best that, I'm going to tell you I'm going to do it, but I'm not really going to do it. So as her and Reiko and Kotal and Raiden and everybody is fighting with the blood magic and the daggers, the Kamidogu, everybody knows how Mortal Kombat's comic book went. It went down. Havoc was overrunning people. He was trying to, get Shinnok's amulet. I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do with it, but Havoc loves chaos. So Nitara is about to be sent out to the battlefield right beside Mileena because she finds out, Reiko double-crossed her, and now she wants fucking payback. So Melina gathered up her forces. She's teamed up with Nitara, and Nitara is, well, she doesn't team up with Nitara. She got her forces, and Nitara happens to be on.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Now that Melina has a vampire in her ranks, she knows that she could probably beat Kodal and Reiko and all that stuff. So as you know, the battle that we all know and seen in the comic books happened. Her, Melina, and I guess a couple other people pop up and show up and ready to fight. Mainly what happened throughout the actual storyline in the comic books actually just played through like normal. Just Nitara's in the background fighting. And she notices one thing, that Scarlet is using blood magic. And she thought to herself that she will come in handy when she revives her fallen realm and brings her family back to the, their home. And she's gonna bring Scarlet with her just so that she can be a food source. So as they're fighting, she's trying to go fight Scarlet, but everybody keeps stopping her. But Melina pops up and starts fighting Scarlet, and she notices that. She was like, two birds with one stone. If Melina dies and I can swoop in and take Scarlet and go from there, then that would be lovely. Well, that's not how I played out, because we all remember Melina just blew through Scarlet's legs like it was nothing and left Scarlet to die. But Nitara wasn't about to let that happen. Oh, no. Nitara came through and told Scarlet, she said, I'll help you. I'll let you live if you tell me where the such and such orb is in Shao Kahn's trophy room. If you tell me where it's at and take me to it right now, I will spare you and I'll help you, recover your legs. So Scarlet was okay with it, and she knew that Nitara was part of Melina's ranks, but she couldn't really trust her, but she could trust her. So they went back to the fortress. She got the orb, but then Scarlet asked, "What's in it for me?" That what am I gaining from this? And she looked back at Scarlet and she's like, well, your legs are not there. So she says, what if Reiko or Melina finds out, then what? And I'm like, and she sat there and said, Nitara would probably look back at her and be like, well, I think one of them gonna be dead on the battlefield, so yeah, I really don't care. So as she gets the orb, Scarlet tries to fight her off and tries to, keep her there and not give her the orb, but she ends up breaking the orb, and she ends up taking Scarlet with her. Their realm never got a name. They never really said what the vampire realm was called, but she wakes up on her native soil, but with Scarlet still missing legs, still bleeding. She wakes up in her normal realm, the realm of the vampires, and tells her clan or her family or her race that blood magic is the future. Which it is the future, because we didn't really get to see much of it in Mortal Kombat X. We got to see it a lot in Mortal Kombat 11 due to the fact that Scarlet is, blood magic. She uses blood magic. Now we all remember back in Mortal Kombat 9 that she was pretty much created, but come to find out in Mortal Kombat 11 that she wasn't created. Instead, she was an orphan, and Shao Kahn taught her blood magic. So which one I'm gonna go with is pretty much the canon. Well, I won't say canon, but the one that came before Mortal Kombat 11, where she was just created in look, his name is just so hard to pronounce when you're sleepy. Shang Tsung's flesh pit, just like Melina was, but made from the blood of all his enemies. So she's gonna be fed on for eternity, or she's gonna teach them blood magic to where they can never go hungry again. So Scarlet played a huge role in this story. Don't get me wrong, she played her part. Not really something huge, but she played her part. And see, Nitara, like I said, should have been in Mortal Kombat X or Mortal Kombat 9 or 11. She could have played a minor role. Like, we didn't get Havoc, but Havoc was in the comics. We didn't get Mavado, but he was in the comics. But that's how I would have seen it. That's how I would have seen Nitara, where I would have put her at. Now, I'm going to keep doing this, guys. I love doing this because I like speculating what, character would have been doing during the whole story mode. Instead of, your main players like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they'll give other people a shine, like, Nitara or anybody else. But, guys, that is all I got for y'all. I hope y'all being safe out there. But other than that, peace.